I don't know what it is, but I always wanted to meet the cartoon version of April O'Neil. Just a little bit of the cleavage, that yellow jumpsuit and that red afro. I was into it.
Hey, don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
My retro crush, 3 words: Pink Power Ranger. Everybody else on this episode is probably gonna be like, I love Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I love Kelly Kapowski. They're all liars and they're all marks, okay? Amy Jo Johnson, mwah.
Nicole Eggert from Charles in Charge, Rudy Huxtable, Denise Huxtable, every friend Denise had on The Cosby Show.
I used to hardcore make out with a poster of Kirk Cameron on my bedroom wall. And now he's like a big religious nut, so I have this fantasy of going into his church in the middle of a sermon being like, I used to make out with that guy when I was a little girl. I think that would be awesome. Show me that smile again.
Dion from Clueless, Vicky from Small Wonder, Six from Blossom, Alicia Reyes from All That.
When I was a kid, it was like Matthew Broderick or Axl Rose, and I went with Axl Rose, which says a lot about me.
So I used to love NSYNC. Spoiler alert.
Shannon Sussman is my obscure celebrity crush. You may recognize her from A Knight's Tale, 40 Days and 40 Nights, that movie where James Vanderbeek is weird, and that's probably it, but she looks like a sexy version of the skeletons that you would see in a Spanish book where they teach you about Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. That's her, and I love her. That's all it takes.
The T, the L, and C of TLC, but not at the same time, because that's cheating.
I only had 3 crushes growing up, and here they are in descending time and height order. John Stamos, Michael J. Fox, and Jiminy Cricket.
I also used to have a crush on Crocodile Dundee. That was weird.
Every girl on Dawson's Creek has given me a boner. Even Joey's sister, you know, the one that was kind of like manly. I was going through a phase.
In the 80s, I once had a crush on Eric Stoltz for like a few weeks. And then I switched to Michael J. Fox. And so did Universal Studios.
I had a really big crush on Jiminy Cricket when I was about 6, 7 years old. He just seemed like a really nice guy. And I also liked that he wore a top hat.
When I was really little, I had a crush on Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. And then when I was a teenager, I had a crush on Ricky Martin. Who would have known that I would have had a better chance with a cartoon chipmunk than Ricky Martin? She bangs, she bangs.
Honestly, who didn't want to bang Brittany of the Chipettes? Sexy. It was a cartoon. She was a little chipmunk. But she was the queen of rock and roll, and I respected her for it.
Myra Monkhouse from Family Matters, Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell, but not when she was slutty or on those cocaine pills.
If Winnie Cooper wasn't a prude, she would have been on my radar.
I love boy bands. My favorite member of NSYNC was JC Chasez, or Chasez. I never really knew how to say his name, doesn't matter. I used to go to the concerts with JC written on my face and cry. One time I got on the big screen, just me like crying. He could be gay, I don't even care. I'd still marry him.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, but this is like after Saved by the Bell, not during Saved by the Bell, because she wore a lot of mom jeans.
I had a crush on Michael J. Fox when he played Alex Keaton on Family Ties, but my parents were concerned about this because they didn't want me to like Republicans or Canadians.
I wanted to marry Axl Rose, but I was a Spanish kid and people were telling me that he would beat his wife and I didn't understand that and I just thought that was kind of cool.
Topanga Lawrence, Pamela Anderson.
I remember being at the age where I would watch Baywatch and being like, I like that. But there was nothing sexual about it, and I feel like if Pam Anderson was like, hey, we should do something, I'd be like, yeah, we should watch TV.
Soleil Moonfry, Punky Brewster. Anybody say that? No. Punky.
I liked Backstreet Boys and O-Town and LFO and Mix of the Block and all the other ones. But NSYNC's number 1. NSYNC's number 1! I love you, Joey, fat one.
I always had a crush on Baby Spice too. She was always my favorite Spice Girl. Here's the hierarchy of hotness for the Spice Girls. Baby Spice is on top, okay? Posh, scary, ginger, pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks, Old Spice deodorant, my grandmother's spice rack in her kitchen, Sporty Spice.
Two girls that were kicked out of Destiny's Child. I don't know their names, but they're not famous anymore and they probably could get the penis. Tyra Banks and Shannon Tweed. God bless you all.
My retro crush, 3 words. The pink, that's not 3 words. Wait, I should have put the.
I tweeted this last night because I was watching a lot of 80s movies because I got into it because I was like, I'm gonna do my research and have 5 vodka sodas.
If Winnie Cooper was not a prude, she would have been on my radar. Why am I talking like you, Adam? Fuck. I'm talking. If Winnie Cooper wasn't I'm doing promos now. Coca-Cola tastes great.
I used to have a crush on Javi Lopez, who was a catcher on the Atlanta Braves in the 90s. I was so pissed that he got married. Who are you, Javi Lopez? No one knows who he is.
Yeah, it was basically just like he was like, please give me a movie to break out of the typecasting. And instead it just ruined his career.
A lot of the girls in school liked New Kids on the Block, and I didn't like them at all, but I wanted to fit in, so I just pretended to like them. So I was like a closet New Kids on the Block hater. Such a follower.
How long